Beautiful. Pick one of those pitches. So you go, yeah, boy, yeah, you. So let's get some of these. Keep singing it, keep singing it. Take breaths when you need it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's it. You're the band. If you got room, left foot, heel toe. Heel toe, heel toe. When your leg starts hurting, and it will, take a break. And if you want to keep your foot going, you can just put it on the ground and do it like this. Let's all try that. Yeah, that's easier sometimes. But for those still in the game, now we're gonna try. We got heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, toe. We're gonna add that right one, okay? Heel, toe, heel, toe, toe, toe. Once again, heel, toe, heel, heel. Ah, nice. All right, so we're gonna try and get that toe, toe going a little more. Toe, 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 toe. Old Joe Clark, he had a mule. Name was Morgan Brown. And every tooth in that mule's head was 15 inches round. Fare ye well, old Joe Clark. Farewell, Betsy Brown. Fare ye well, old Joe Clark. I'm gonna leave this town. I said, hey ya, hey ya. I said, hey ya, hey ya. I said, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya. Yeah, bravi tutti. So, this is stuff that is fairly magical. It still is to me. I'm always stunned by the perfection of you, of us, of we. I can't say that walking through the world too many times, but I can say it in this room now with you. And whenever I'm in a place like this, given this, having the honor of this opportunity, I'm always, I guess I'm not surprised anymore, but I'm always inspired and always delighted. I want to share both those with you today, not because I am the repository of these things, but that I am a conduit for these things. And I want you all to be conduits too. And the good news is you already are. I like to say that the word sound maker, I like to say that the word musician is too often used to discourage people from participating in their birthright as sound makers. I'm going to say it one more time. The word musician, we've all heard that word. We've even said it about ourselves. I'm not a musician. I'd love for no one ever to say that again, because the word musician is too often used to discourage people from participating in their birthright as sound makers. Now, that being said, we've just proved that we are all musicians. I didn't prove it, we proved it. I was thinking about this lecture, this presentation, and I realized I needed to deal with the word singer, too. You know, American Idol came along, and wow, things got bad. The word singer is too often used to discourage people from participating in their birthright as humans. Music is primary. We neglect it at our own peril. We neglect it at our own peril. Let us seek out and create opportunities to nourish ourselves and our communities with shared music making. Yeah, what are the modern barriers? The modern barriers are some of the things I was talking about, but also, you know, when I say that the birthright is human beings, you know, that the singer is too often used to discourage people from participating in their birthright as human beings, it's the acknowledgement of our shared humanity. That's the cornerstone of community. You know what? I'm going to jump to the elephant. Stay with me. Give it all you got. Here we go. Nice. All right, if you don't have an elephant, sing the notes you hear. And those with the elephant out strong. Here we go. Nice. Yeah. Something went flying. The original ritual, it was always inclusive. We were never supposed to be excluded. We were always supposed to be doing this thing together. But somewhere things got fragmented and we moved, things got shunted to different places. Where does music live now? Well, in church. Fantastic place, still a place where the ritual, so much of the original ritual is still there. You know, that heaven on earth feeling that we're singing together, that we're feeling together, we're thinking outside ourselves. Sports events, not as groovy, but still, when they're good, groovy. Shows, sometimes, but you know, there's still that wall, but sometimes, and that happens to be me, I guess, someone exhorting, you know, the crowd to sing, but usually the sound system's a little too loud. You don't get to hear yourselves. Hootenannies. Still a really good thing. So, what I'm doing in this field, I'm leading some hootenannies. This is a thing called an urban campfire, guitar mash, urban campfire. And everyone's welcome. We have a fantastic bunch, and it's growing. We do them in New York. We do them in Nashville. And when we do them in a club, the whole club's filled with folk, with instruments. We put the words up on the side, so everyone sees the chords and the words. Everyone sings. Everyone who brings an instrument plays. Here, the Orchestra of Original Instruments. It's something I lead every summer where we do crazy things with found objects like this piece of PVC pipe, which just has a Barry Sachs reed on it, and a piece of sump pump drainage hose. That's what that is. And it sings. That's a perfect Pythagorean overtone series. Isn't that fun? Yeah, Pythagoras. You see why they thought so much of him. He's still around, even in our drainage pipes. So this is outside. No one's bummed out. You're making sound together. You're making sound together. That's a good day. Those are balloon-powered organ pipes. I wish I had one here. But gotta leave you wanting more, right? So, and there's the pole vault. This is the O of O. This is not the O of O. This is the Gunnar Schoenbeck exhibit in Building 6. Gunnar Schoenbeck was an amazing man, taught at Bennington College, and built a whole orchestra of instruments anyone can play. And he used to put ads in the paper that said, "Want to be in an orchestra concert? No experience required. Just bring a bag lunch to so-and-so and be ready to play some music." And they'd show up. If someone was really freaked out, like, "I really can't, I'm just no good," he would give them one thing to do. "When I look at you, just go, boom. Can you do that?" "Yeah, I can do that." Boom. And they'd succeed perfectly. And then the next time, you want 2 booms? "Yeah, I'm good for 2 booms." "Yeah, all right, I'm gonna look at you 2 times. First one, do the first boom. Second time, do the second time, do the second boom. Boom. Yes, and go on. Boom. Yeah, and apparently his daughter says that after about 6 months, these people were just like rocking. Lots of booms, let's put it that way. So you can see right there, this is a 2x4 xylophone. It's huge. It's about 14 feet long. There is a giant, I call it the Magna Kodo, a huge Kodo-style instrument. Here's something made out of leaf springs and a scuba tank. There is a kind of gamelan-esque suspended metallophone, also made from scrap metal. Here is an old piano harp that you play like a giant hammered dulcimer. And then there's a big, tall one note. It does one thing. Think about it. A cowbell does one thing, but it does it perfectly. It does it perfectly. Yeah, I've lost my guitar lust. I make my living mostly playing the guitar, but guitar is certain. When I brought home a beautiful instrument that I just acquired and said to my wife, I just traded 6 guitars for this one very fine instrument. And Karen said, you traded 6 guitars for one? And I said, yes. And she said, "Can you do more of that?" I'm one of those, I have a lot of guitars, but fewer now because I've been doing more of that. But I no longer have guitar lust. I walk down the street and I see an aluminum tube and, oh. I picked one up the other day. I was taking it. It was beautiful. You threw it up in the air, hit it, and boom, beautiful sound. Everyone around me looked like, ooh, And then I blew in it as a didgeridoo. Oh, another gorgeous way of using it. And I was like, I gotcha. And I go and I sit down on the subway, boom, and I'm sitting there. And after a little while, sometimes you get the feeling like you're being watched. And the subway was full of people, but it wasn't the people. I suddenly realized it was all the poles, all the tubes that looked like this tube. They were all looking not at me, but at the tube, going, "What the? Really? You get," and the tube, and I realized the tube needed some love, and I just said, "Hey, it's all right, I got you now. I got you." So that's kind of what I'm into now, a little bit more than so. And this exhibit is only going to be there for 35 years. You're going to take the children you don't have yet. You're going to take the grandchildren you don't have. You're going to take your great-grandchildren and take yourselves. Everyone turns. All kinds of music are possible. There are no denominations. There are no cultures. Every beat, every howl is appropriate, and they happen there. No matter where I'm in the world, I know they are getting down in the Gunnar exhibit every day. And when I come back and I speak to the security, yeah. And I speak to security, and I walk in, they say, "Oh, yeah, they're getting..." Every day, that place is just extraordinary. Songs shared are bridges built. Yeah. Do we need walls? Do we need bridges? I think everyone agrees on that. But it's sometimes hard to imagine the bridge. Sometimes it's hard to imagine the bridge. Let's give our neighbors, let's give our countrymen a break when we can. Maybe that's the break. It's hard to imagine the bridge. But if those of us who are interested in bridges enough to keep on building them, of all different kinds, of every ilk, We can convince the doubters, the bridge doubters, and then they'll say, conceptually you're right, and now, pragmatically, I think I got to agree with you. I think we got to build a bridge. So I thought of a verse just sitting over there listening to my new peers, my new colleagues, that I thought we should sing. Yeah. Toto. Nice. Old Joe Clark, he had a house. 15 stories high. And every room in that old house was full of chicken pie. Fare you well, old Joe Clark. Farewell, Betsy Brown. Fare thee well, old Joe Clark. I'm gonna leave this town. Fare thee well, friend of mine. Fare thee well, I say. Fare thee well, friends of mine. We had a song today. And we sang hey, hey. We sang hey, hey, hey. We sang hey, yeah. We sang hey, yeah. We sang hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. We said fare thee well, friends of mine. Newfound friends, right here at Ted. Right here at Ted. Ted backwards is dead. Not sure why I sang that, but it sounded funny to me. It's nice to see you. You got good feet. We got good feet. Shave and a haircut. Yeah, all right.